Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, have we really got a good show today?
Oh, we always do.
Pour you a nice glass right over here.
Thank you.
There we go.
Where's yours?
The doctor said that my blood pressure is really down, and I've been really drinking a lot of wine. He's very happy about that.
Wine is good.
What? You're right. Freak 'em. Give me a sip.
Well, where's your glass?
Mm,
This is my glass.
I know that's your glass, but somebody felt as though I shouldn't be drinking the wine. So I will just be drinking our wine. Oh, have we got a good show today?
We sure do.
And our show is about pounding your honey. Oh, when a woman consults with Elise and I for beauty tips, she's often around 50 years old.
Now, that's not to say we don't consult with people of other ages. We help women and men of all ages look and feel their very best.
That's right. But for many women, turning 50 triggers a sexuality alarm clock that and Elise and I just love the new awareness in people's sex lives.
Exactly. By looking your best and feeling and eating your best often results in the best sex you've ever imagined.
That's right. So tonight, right after our show, we want you to pound your honey.
And be careful, because this could happen if you pound too hard.
So Elise is going to make an absolutely delicious appetizer today.
I think it's good.
My grandmother used to make this for me, and she used to say,
Oh, really?
She did. Endone, she would say. She'd go, Endone. Endone, oh, I'm going to make you something good. It's a sweet patata. Patata, I guess, was a potato. I'm going to make a sweet patata. It's going to think you like a dessert. So what Elise is doing is she's got a couple of sweet potatoes and a cockeyed oven here. And,
Just a little.
and what we're going to do is we're going to cut up some sweet potatoes. We're going to take the ends off
Those
of them.
nubbly little ends, you definitely don't want those.
That's right. We're going to cut them off, and we're going to cut them into some about 1-inch slices. Because my grandmother says it's a nice and thick. It get into your stomach. It's going to fill you up. So nice. So nice, Anthony. It's going to fill you.
Ah, I see. You're just stealing everything.
I'm stealing the show. There we go. So we don't need those. We got some beautiful sweet potatoes here. You know what? What we did with these sweet potatoes is we pre-boiled them, and some of them we stuck in a microwave for just a couple of minutes.
Just to see.
And we're cutting them up into 1-inch slices, and we're sautéing them in a little bit of butter and a little bit of olive oil. Mm-hmm. Because the combination...
I already did that.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
Girl.
yeah.
The girl is always a couple
He
of steps
took
ahead.
the sweet potatoes and started cutting and just didn't see it. Okay, so these are going to go just a couple of minutes.
Shakespeare wrote of sweet potatoes, and he actually wrote about these little spuds in one of his works called The Merry Wives of Windsor.
Yes.
The quotation reads like this: "Let the sky rain sweet potatoes, let the thunder to the tune of green sleeves. Let it hail conflicts of snow and goes," whatever an
He's
Aaron,
so serious.
whatever an Aaron goes is. "And let there come a tempest of provocation. I shelter me here with my love embracing Miss Ford."
See that? That's Mrs. Ford.
Whatever.
She was one of the merry wives.
Shakespeare, who knew? So, Elise, tell us a little bit about
Sweet potatoes?
sweet potatoes.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing about sweet potatoes, I mean, they're an aphrodisiac because why? They're hard.
And phallic in shape.
In shape, yeah. They're packed with anti-aging vitamins and nutrients. They're energy boosting. They're amazing. They fight infertility, high blood pressure, the dreaded ED.
Ooh, I hate that.
And another good thing about them, okay, they can help prevent cancer.
Oh.
They're very good for you. And they just taste so good. And we're going to pair them with cinnamon and honey. And they're two of the sexiest spices known to get your blood pumping and your tongue tingling.
Oh, yeah. So we've got a nice dish for you today, and we call it pounded pullet with prosciutto and provolone. So what we're doing is we need to preheat our oven to 350 degrees, which
I will do for you right now.
and we've got some chicken breasts, and we are going to pound our chicken breast. Hello, Avon
I was
calling.
just making sure.
We're going to pound out some of these chicken breasts. With a little bit of mallet.
They smell so good. There's nothing like butter. That's good and thin.
Not thin enough.
Okay, yeah, that's what my mother always said. Elise, you can never be too rich or too thin. These smell so good.
And these chicken breasts are pounded so thin.
They are.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to take these chicken breasts.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
How are they coming along over there?
Beautiful caramelization.
I love the caramelization, especially on an apple. Is that the same thing?
This is not what we're talking about.
What are we talking about?
We are talking about a delicious sweet potato that is caramelizing, and it is just delicious.
And I'm talking about a piece of chicken.
Yeah, a pounded piece.
Now what we're going to do is we are going to take a slice of provolone, and we are going to put some provolone in each one in my mouth.
Eats all the time. Okay, you know what we're going to do with this is we're going to plate these because we will burn them if we don't.
We don't want to burn them.
And the thing about these, I just have to. Before you're done plating that, I just have to. So they're going to sit. These are going to be a delicious appetizer. And you're going to have your honey drizzle right on top. Look at that.
Oh, those are so nice and brown.
Do you want one? You
Not
can't
just
have
yet.
one.
I want to get this prosciutto off the plastic is what I want to do.
Okay, this is delicious.
So what I have here is some delicious prosciutto di Parma. And it is sliced so very, very thin.
Yes. You know what? I think I'm going to help you.
Gonna help me?
Yeah.
I love your help.
I think I'm going to roll for you.
That would be wonderful. I'll get out of your way and you roll.
I'll roll.
So what I have here is a slice of provolone. I ate part of that one because I just couldn't help myself. That's the kind of guy I am.
Eats on the job.
Securing that with a toothpick.
Yes.
She's so good with that. And I am so happy she's handling the meat. But do you notice how she's doing it like this?
I don't really like to touch it. Sorry.
Elise had a very sad dating life. Never did like touching the meat.
Oh, you are just asking for it, buddy.
Well,
We're doing the Pound Your Honey show. So
I'm
he is
talking
just
about cooking. She never
asking
cooked
for it.
for her boyfriends because she didn't like the feel of the meat. That's what I'm talking about.
Is that what you're saying?
What is your dirty mind thinking?
You are all rolled up.
Alrighty. Now, the next step is we're going to brown our chicken because it locks in the
Flavor.
yes.
Flavor.
Yes. So,
It's all about flavor.
and what do we always cook in? We always cook in.
A little butter, a little olive oil. It's
'Cause-
delicious that way.
You can't go wrong with butter and olive oil.
You can't go wrong at all. And the way it smells, oh, delicious.
And it's not even cooked yet. Don't need much.
You do not.
May I have a pair of tongs, please? So what we're doing very quickly is we are searing in the meat.
It's going to be juicy and
The
delicious.
juices. And doesn't have to be long because the chicken is very, very thin and it is searing up already. Wow.
Yes,
So-
it is. That's a hot pan. Now, to pair with our dish, we are going to have delicious asparagus. So healthy for you, so wonderful. And basically, what we're going to do is just cut the ends. They've already been washed. And just cut about an inch off of the ends. And you know what? You love asparagus, don't you?
I do.
You want to say why?
Ah, yes.
Why?
Well,
What does it do? What does it do to your when you go to the bathroom?
it really makes you know you went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait a minute. Before I talk about that, we got to get this chicken off of the heat here. So let's get this back. Oh, good save there, Anthony.
Good save.
Now, breaded chicken breast is often deep fried, which really can increase cholesterol. But not here, not with the Aphrodisiac chefs. Oh, no, no. Baking is one of the best ways to reduce saturated fat from your diet. Now, what we're doing right here is we are rolling these chicken breasts in a combination of breadcrumbs and French fried onions. So we're adding a little bit of that, the bad stuff. But the bad stuff is
It's
what
not that
tastes
bad.
so good.
It's not that bad. And you're not frying it in deep, you're not deep frying
We're going
it.
to bake in a baking
We're baking
pan.
it.
And we're just seasoning. No, this isn't seasoning. We are greasing our pan. So let's get a little more of the breadcrumbs on here. Oh, yeah, that's good. Let's sprinkle a little more right on top.
Okay. So since he's not talking about the asparagus, I have no problem with that.
You
I'm
can
going to
talk about
talk.
the asparagus.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you all about it. First of all, aside from anything, it's delicious. And what I did was
One
I
of my
just put
favorite
it.
vegetables.
I put it right in our pan, the same one that we used for the sweet potatoes because you don't need to just rinse that out. They're just two vegetables and they're both delicious. Little butter and olive oil, as you know. It helps the olive oil what?
Brings up the smoke point of
Yes.
the olive oil.
And a little bit of garlic powder also because it's just good. And garlic, what's garlic?
Garlic is my perfume.
Yes, that is correct. But anyway, look at this nice bright green. The thing about asparagus, aside from changing the color of your pee-pee,
Elise, can you say stuff like that on TV?
I don't know, can you?
Yeah.
I just did. It's a great side dish. Loaded with vitamins, aids in digestion, boosts your histamine production. That is huge because that makes it's necessary. Having your histamine up,
Oh.
it's necessary to reach orgasm.
In both sexes.
Absolutely.
Now, I've got...
Can I put this in?
Not
Or-
yet. I've got my herbs. And we've got a little, what do we have here? We have some basil, we have some parsley, we have some mint, and this here is from, where is this from? I'm not allowed to say, but I'm going to. It's from my hydroponic garden.
Why aren't you allowed to say?
Because you told me I talk about it too much. So we're going to take a little bit of our herbs here. We're going to spread it right over. Oh boy. That just looks so good. And Elise, would you please put that in the oven?
Of course. This is going to be a fabulous dinner.
Oh boy, I think we're done with that pan. We're going to have to get rid of that pan. So now what I'm going to do is I want to make a little sauce.
A glaze. A really good glaze.
Yes. Let's get that out of the way. I figured if I put that on the floor, it'll melt the carpet. So we better not do that.
I'm pretty sure it'll melt something if you don't. Yeah.
So now what I'm going to do, I am going to make my glaze, and this is an apricot honey glaze. What we're doing is we're going to heat up about 4 ounces of apricot preserve. We're going to melt that in here. Let's just.
I put it all in. No?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. And then we're going to get some butter. We're going to get some butter in there. The main ingredient.
The
some
brandy.
honey. The what?
The brandy. Where's the brandy?
I drank it.
This is why we're calling this Pound Your Honey. But fortunately, I remembered to bring some. Just in case.
You brought more?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'll put it in. I don't even want you to touch it.
I want to make sure that's the right brandy. I can't see that. Let me smell it.
I'll let you know. Yep. Smell it.
She is so mean to me. She never lets me do anything.
Does it all go in?
Half.
Half?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Half.
Good, then there's some for me to have since he drank the rest.
Alrighty.
This does actually smell really good. I'll just put this over here on my side.
And we're going to melt this down. And that is going to thicken up.
This one's very well done. Do you want it?
Sure do.
Okay.
All right.
We're making an awesome dessert.
Yes, we are.
It's
I'm
awesome.
having another sip. Excuse me. We got enough time for me to take a sip?
Listen, you know what? I'm going to drink the rest of whatever that other stuff is. The brandy.
We are going to make an awesome dessert. We call them Pound Your Honey Pound Cake Cookies. So the first thing we're going to do is heat our oven to 350, which Elise already
is
did.
already done, yes.
And in a large bowl, what we are going to do is we are going to whisk in 1/2 cup of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is delicious. The zest of 1 lemon. For those of you that don't know how to zest, it's so simple. First of all, you can get a zester, or you have your handy grater.
grab your lemon there.
And a lemon, okay? Very, very simply, you want to just make sure you don't get any of the pith. Just what's yellow.
That's right. Even though it's yellow, you want to make sure that everybody knows you didn't pith in the bucket or the bowl.
What he said.
And what we're going to do is we are going to whisk this up until the sugar is moist and fragrant. And trust me, it does not take very long.
It doesn't. And it's amazing. The zest is just delicious.
So we've got that whisked up pretty good.
It's good.
And now let's add a half a stick of butter.
Because butter makes it better. It's stuck.
Now, I hope, oh, that didn't quite soften up the way I hoped it would.
That's okay.
Well, so we may be a couple of minutes here blending up this. Ooh, there we go. So we're going to mix this up. It's been about 3 minutes. Elise, would you squeeze the juice of 1/2 lemon? in here?
Absolutely. I would love to. You just want to make sure there are no pits.
So we don't want pith or pits in our cookies.
No.
All right, did you get all that?
I got a pit. Wait, hold on. Stop. Let me just pop that pit.
Look, you could see that. I don't see nothing. Here, why don't you let me squeeze the rest of that lemon? My hands are a little stronger. Well, that was a quarter of a lemon she squeezed there.
You got another pit in there. I'm not telling you where it is, though.
She's kidding. Suck on that for a while.
Am I?
Now, would you please crack an egg and put it in here?
Where would you like me to crack it? Are you
Not
going to
on
stop?
my head, because I know you want to.
I don't want to crack it on your head.
And also, let's add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
A teaspoon?
A teaspoon. We don't measure here on the Aphrodisiac Chefs. We cook with love. All right. That's,
There you go.
ooh, this batter's coming up real nice. Do you have that big spatula and you want to push the sides down on the sugar?
Absolutely. What teamwork, huh?
I'm telling you, you're the best girl. Can I lick the spoon?
Likes it.
Boy, that is lemony.
I'm sure it is.
And vanilla lily.
There's a lot of zest in there. There's a lot of flavor.
This dough is coming up good.
It's beautiful, yeah.
Now, Elise, in that other bowl there,
This one right here?
yes, would you please put the flour in there?
Yes, and in this flour, I think we also put a little bit of baking powder.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
We put, that's 1 cup of flour
It's packed.
and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And if you will just add slowly, oh, that's right, whisk it up a little bit. You want to make sure that the
Everything is mixed, yes. And that there's no little air bubbles and chunks.
ready and slowly.
So we're going to slowly add.
There you go. Go ahead. We've got plenty of room. It's fun doing it together.
So much.
And if it's your wife or your girlfriend, you can get a little boob action on the side.
But it's not.
With your elbow. All right, give me a little time here to. Ooh, yeah.
Very nice.
Alrighty, a little more. Yeah, a little more. Alrighty. Just dump it in.
A little bit more.
Alrighty. I think think that's good. I think that's good.
Okay. You don't need any more?
Nope, we're good. You might want to scrape the sides with your spatula again.
The spatula that you licked, and that's okay. See, that's okay because we're going to be eating these together.
Here, do you want to wipe it off?
No, I have no problem with your spit.
Wow, I think we're good here. Alrighty.
Oh, those are nice.
I am going to lick these beaters later.
I'm sure.
So, Elise, if you'll make our little cookie dough balls.
So we're going to put these beautiful little cookies couple of inches apart, about 1.5 inches to 2 inches.
And while Elise is doing that, I am going to make our special creamy cream, which is a heavy cream, and it is
Delicious.
however much vanilla Elise would like to use.
Well, since we have so much extra in the cookies now,
It takes a couple of minutes to make whipped cream. So we've got our creamy cream made. Elise has got some of these delicious cookies.
pound cake cookies.
Pound cake cookies. She's going to pop them in the oven, and they're going to be baking for about 10 minutes.
How awesome does this look, huh?
So here we are. A Pound Your Honey show. We've got
Pound your honey.
pounded chicken with our apricot honey glaze.
Gosh.
And of course, we got a little bit of, what did we put in there?
Everything.
What was it that I drank?
You drank the brandy.
Do we, any more brandy left?
Yes, I have a little.
All righty.
I have a little.
There we
It's mine.
oh.
Oh my God.
Pounded chicken with prosciutto and provolone cheese.
Woo!
Pounded sweet potatoes.
And pound cake cookies. Because you want to pound your honey.
My grandmother would have been so proud of us. So enjoy if you like our recipes.
AphrodisiacChefs.com or visit us on YouTube.
And also, every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m., right here.
PrincetonTV.org.
Absolutely. We'll see you next week.